Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minetest mod review. Today we are looking at the Advanced Trains mod, and as you can see already, it adds trains. So we got a heavy duty, like industrial diesel engine here, got a little steam train and I don't even know what you call that thing, but a high speed train. There's also a subway train, which we have here. Which I should have thrown on one of these tracks. Just pop it right there. Subway train. Oh, and it automatically places cars. I did not realize that. Please stop. I was not trying to get off. Why am I not the driver? Become the driver. Put the brakes on. Brakes with space. Alright, let's get off. We did not want this train driving. I'm going to decouple the cars. And then I don't see a coupling there. That's odd. Where's the coupling? There should be a coupling here. How am I supposed to break the coupling if there's not a coupling? Interesting. Well, that's just gonna do its thing. It's gonna crash into those, but we won't worry about that. Let's talk about the train tracks. This is actually going to be in kind of chopped up in pieces. So we'll just do a quick overview here. I'm actually gonna end up on a server later on to show off some of the advanced stuff because I don't really know how to do it. So we have just one style of train track that looks just like that, and then we have a track worker tool which is made like that, and you can right click with it to rotate your tracks, and when you left click you can make it a turn or make it a switch, and you'll notice there's no turn to the right. If you want to turn to the right, you just rotate the node around, or the track, I guess. And when you dig it, it just returns as a normal straight track. So here we have tracks, and there are a few special tracks, I guess we'll call them. So these ones with just the, like this bright red, these will turn on a Mesicon signal when something is over them, which will turn on these lights. And I think it makes a little bell chime as well, which is kind of neat. This blue one here, I don't know how to use. It does ATC control commands. I don't know what those are, how to use them. And then we have a, I always forget that. Anytime you place with a train track, it places it. We have some unloading and unloading. So this, I believe, is the unloading, and this is the onloading, I guess we can call it. So you just put a chest underneath the track, and when a train with a suitable car drives over it, it will pick the items up, which your box car, the tanker, and this like lumber car can all hold inventories. There is a passenger car too. The passenger wagon, I assume, can't hold inventory. You know, I don't actually know though. Let's find out right quick. We can get on it. We can walk around in it. We can jump. That's kind of neat. But you can walk also right out of it. And I assume... Okay, you know, I don't know. And shift and punch to break them. When you break a train car, you actually will get a little chat message. That's odd, I didn't that time. Telling you that you will lose the material and you just get some steel blocks back. So like this car, I think I got all 12 steel blocks, I'm not positive, but you'd have to rebuild all this stuff. So it makes more sense to use sidings and push your train cars into them and disconnect them and, you know, do things realistically. Let's get back to some of the nodes we have available. We have these little platform edges, which are kind of nice. Like if you're doing something with a, I don't know, like a subway or something maybe. whether you're using slabs on your ground or not, just putting this in as a little lip so the train tracks aren't right there. Like, a lot of subways do this. I've actually never in my entire life seen a subway in person, but I've seen them in movies and stuff, and I assume that's how they actually are in real life, where the tracks are kind of in a depression, so the doors to the train cars are pretty much at the floor level. So we have those available in this stone brick tile and in a sandstone brick as well in the low and high variants. The switches can be opened and closed. Is that toggled? I don't know. I don't know what the correct terminology is. Just by right clicking on them. And if we have it, you know, this way, the train will go that way. If we have it this way, the train will go straight. I would think that's pretty intuitive enough. There's a few different light posts. Now, unfortunately, all these do not have crafting recipes. Like some of these train tracks don't, for whatever reason. But the basic stuff all does. Your bumpers, your different train cars, the tools. Actually, this train car does not. I don't know why. Your engines. Some of them, unfortunately, do not. That steam engine and this steam engine do, though. I don't know how you use that. And this operation panel, I think somehow can work in conjunction with these tracks here. I'm not positive. But let's hop on a train and do some driving, and then we'll talk about track laying. So to get on a train, you just right click on it, as we've seen before, and you kind of get this weird, like, you can look out your windows. It's kind of odd how that rotates around, but it works. So you can kind of see what's ahead. And then to change from forwards to reverse, if you're not moving, you just hit the back key. Most cases S. And you'll see how it's toggling between F and R there. So F's obviously forwards, R is reverse. You want to go forwards or reverse, you hit the forward key to accelerate. And here we go over the turning track. We can't see that the lights are blinking, but the lights blinked, and I don't have my train cars on here. So we're gonna stop. You can use the space bar as a brake. Flip to reverse, pick up speed. If you actually sneak and hit the key, you will immediately max out. And we're gonna bump up into this car. Put the brakes on, we're gonna get off. And here's this little chain that's just dangling. If we, whoops. Now I don't know if it's connected or not. You're supposed to just punch the chain and that'll connect it. Let's see. I don't think we've got our carriage here. Our boxcar. Technically, I guess it's not a carriage. Let's get off. Here's our chain. Right click, it should be joined. Let's try this again. Let's go to forwards. Hey, and we are moving. So I will just, and we seem to have lost some of our other cars, but so be it. You can actually get off the engine while it's running. So that's kind of neato. And let's see. I've got a bunch of stuff sitting in there. I don't remember if that was an unloader or an onloader. Ah, the train car is full. It can't hold as much inventory as a chest can. All right. No biggie deal. We have some other lights here as well. And these can be controlled via mescons. So I just have a blinky one there blinking this. They don't do anything. They're decorative and for informative purposes only. Same thing with this one. It does the same thing. If you set everything up, you can have it where the lights will let you know if the track is open or not. Now what we want to do is we want to back up straight, which is how we appear to be looking. So we can unload that train car into this chest. So we'll take a peek in here. Chest is empty. All right, excellent. So jog back over here real quick. Jogging, jogging, jogging. Hop on in the engineer seat. We will toggle into reverse. And we're just going to go max full bore, and we'll just run over here That did not work. That did not work at all. Did I have my switches toggled wrong? I feel like that was not toggled incorrectly. Nah, that was definitely toggled to go straight. Oh well. We should be able to get the same effect here by switching this switch to be open. Again, I don't know if that's really the right vernacular. And it's going straight. Let's see. Alright, we've got the lights blinking, the little chimes chiming, and we should have our items in the chest. Yay! So that demonstrates how those work. I should run up here and stop this. Brakes, please. Thank you very much. Let's get off. Subway train. The trains can't drive through each other, so I'll demo this. Oh, there's something else to demo too, but we can kind of demo it. Okay, so I'm trying to go fast here, and we're just bumping back and forth into the trains, and it's reversing the direction we're traveling. And you can do stuff, so we could do like line 7, I suppose. And we will get off. And now when we point at the train, it says line 7. And when we're inside the train, it says line 7 as well. But what I wanted to show is, and actually this might work right here. So we're going forwards. Oh no, we do fit just between there. Alright, well that'll stop at the bumper. It'll actually kind of drive through the bump. Oh, this time it didn't. Excellent. Okay, but if we put some stuff in the corner here, and then we try to go forwards. Let me get outside of the engine. And we try to go forwards. The collision box from this train will possibly hit those. Yes, it hit them. So you do have to make sure you have enough clearance around your train cars so they don't run into the nodes surrounding them. And with that, let's jump over to look at laying rail. Alright, so here we have, and this is actually in the manual as well, which will be linked on my website, a variety of different layouts of the track. And you can do a lot of this using the tool to manually rotate the nodes as well, but it's really useful to kind of get a grasp on how the node placement works. So as in the manual, I set up this checkerboard pattern, and this track here has track nodes placed on these bottom two, and then this sand over here. So to recreate that, we would do, and I need to be a little closer, I guess, a track here and a track here, and you'll see they automatically rotate correctly. And then we go over one track and out two, and it rotates over like so. To do this long angled track, we just do an oh no, that connected to the wrong track. I didn't know that would happen, but I suppose that makes sense. It doesn't know which it should connect to. But you go in like an L shape. Like if you're familiar with chess at all, this is the shape that a knight moves in. It's an L shape. So you have one there, and then you go out two and over one, and that'll give you a diagonal there. If you want a more diagonally diagonal, is that a word? A more angled diagonal? I don't know what the correct terminology would be. You can just go like so. Again, it helps if I actually get them to place, and they will connect out. And of course, I didn't want that. You can do turns in those as well by using the same methodology. So here we have two placed on the diagonal, and then we go over one and up, and we place two straight, and that actually turns it into an angle. So we will because that probably didn't make too much sense. I'll explain it a little better here. So we do one there and one there. That gives us the diagonal. Then we go up and over, and so instead of putting it here, we put it over one space, and then we put another one right there to sharpen that out. And you will see if we put something right there, it won't connect because it's too tight. And this will not make a switch. So if you want to do a switch, you gotta grab the tool here. And I just broke things doing that. You want to go straight. Oh, because you can't actually do an open. That's why. And you put it there. And get rid of that. And there we go. And now we have our switch. You can't really do an open. Having both come off at angles, one has to continue straight. I don't know if that's how it works in real life or not. It wouldn't surprise me if it is. Yeah, actually, that probably is, because how would you get the tracks to line up? And if you want to do crossing rails, you can. You just... Wait a minute, that doesn't look anything like the example. In the example, they actually touched, or they actually crossed, whatever. Let's see if I can do it on a diagonal. Diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. Perfect. Diagonal, diagonal. Can't put one there. The train might still drive across correctly. I'm not positive. And then we've got this guy too, which again is just following using this little checkerboard scheming. And then lastly, we have angles. So if you want to go up a step, the train obviously is not going to drive up this. It won't work. Like, it makes sense that it won't. So what you do instead is use these little angled pieces. And if you try to go making the entire slope in one piece, it's too steep, won't work. So you can go back 2 and you place it, and you'll get your stuff there. Or if you want, you can go 3, and I turned creative on, so this is messing things up, because when you place this, if you're going 3 nodes, it will take 3 pieces. So I had 11 and now I have 8. But because I have creative on, every time I dig one of these, I'm not getting the pieces back. But so I have 8 right now. If we place one here, I drop down to 6. And then the train can go up the slope. Now sometimes, yeah, if you try to walk on it, you won't go up the slope. But I feel like sometimes you do. So I don't know if that's maybe just a little buggy or something. But that's what I have experienced. Where some of them it feels like you can, and okay, maybe I'm just going crazy. I don't know. I think that's gonna wrap up this portion, and we will hop onto a server, which offhand I don't know the name of, but I will have that in the video description, and I'll probably throw it in some text overlay on the next portion of video as well. Alright, so in this part of the video, we're going to take a look at what is possible with all of the automation options and just train routes and stuff. So I'm on the Linux Forks Minetest server, and they have lots and lots of trains on here. And this is a map of the train lines. I don't think it's 100% complete, but there is a subway system down here. I probably shouldn't run out onto the tracks because, you know, it's probably not smart to do. Yeah, let's die there. So this is fully automated. So these trains will roll in. The doors will open. You can get on. We're gonna actually take a look at the tracks here, though, just for a moment. Some of the stuff's pretty dark because, I mean, who needs lights when you're just riding on a train? Dun dun dun. So we got our different platforms and stuff, and it tells us here I think what the next stop is in the directions. We've got the same map here. I want to board a train now. Here we go. All right, so currently, if you look in the top left, it says we're on line 4, and this is the Ice Mountain stop, I guess. Or maybe that is our, nope. The next stop is Euler Street. So as we go along here, I'm assuming this is Euler Street then. Yep, we're gonna stop here. All right, so we are at Euler Street. I don't actually want to get off here though, so we're gonna just hold tight. Our next stop is going to be John Horton Conway Street. I don't know if that's where we want to be or not. Oh, we're going above ground. Right. So you can tell it's line 4 because you know, they put some number 4s on it for nicety's sake. Now, yeah. Occasionally it's a little difficult to get on and off the trains. Okay, that's not what I want. No, let me... Oh, no. Ooh, line 5. Yes, please. Let's jump on. Door's open. Come on. Let me in. There we go. Nope, I want in. Next stop, library. Okay, well, we're not interested in the library at all. So we're just riding through on the train. So, the big reason for doing this is because I didn't feel like trying to build a whole railway myself. And it's a lot easier if I, just get permission from somebody who has a giant network of trains that are all running just to demo the features. So this is, you can join the server. This is running Minetest 4.17.1, I believe, so you will need an older build of Minetest to get on. But you can definitely take a look at all of the different train stuff. I got special permission to record video here for this mod review. The rules generally prohibit making videos on the server. But again, I got special permission for this video to demo the mod. And I'm looking for... And I'm not seeing it. There was a sign that was hooked up to, I believe, Lua controllers. And it looked like it would tell you when the next train was coming through. But now, of course, that I want to... and that's not something that's part of this mod. But now that I want to show that, I can't find it. I mean, I know it was on Runway 4. Railway 4, rather, not Runway. But yeah, no, I don't see it at all. But again, this is all completely done with either the ATC or the Lua controllers. I don't know which. But yeah, we're all just... trains are just running on their merry little way, stopping at the depots, opening their doors so people can get on and off. It's really neat, actually. Just to, you know, take a ride in the train. Whoa, I almost went on the wrong track, it looked like. Are we going above ground? Ooh, a nice trestle bridge. And some more switcheroonies. I think we're going to get off here because clearly this isn't going to get to what I wanted to see. Yeah. We could go above ground, but again, I'm here for the trains. So we won't. I could die. If I go back to spawn... Oh, that's not the spawn I thought it was. Well. Ah! That was weird. Alright, so here we have, I'm actually not sure what, but I found one of these things, which is what I was looking for. Departure scheduled for 15:33:50. Okay, that doesn't really tell me anything because I don't know what the current time is. But here we go. Platform 5. Depart every 2 minutes, not stopping everywhere. I don't know where it's going to, but it's a high-speed rail, so let's jump in. Let's jump in. Here we go, we're in. I don't know if I have to wait here for 2 minutes now for this to take off. I might. Oh boy, let's get back in. Ooh, are we in the... We're in the engine. And we're off. This doesn't really feel very high speed to me. Oh, and we stopped because there was a red light there? What? No, we want to go. We want to go. Why are we not moving? Engineer? I think I might be the engineer, actually. Ooh, we're moving again. So that light must have turned green. My guess would be... We have a lot of tracks here. All switching and converging, joining, crossing over. Yeah, there's a lot of crossing over going on. So maybe there was another train someplace. You can see these lights changing from red. Oh, never mind. It's staying red because we're stopping at this stop. I didn't want to stop here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's get off. You would think if the train was stopped here, we'd be able to get off. Oh, well, we're going again, so that's fine. Let's go. Let's pick up the pace here. And a lot of the reason this is running kind of slow might just be lag. Though currently it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of lag. Can I get off, please? I would like to exit the train. I can't. They won't let me out. I don't have any control of the train, which is good because I'm not the engineer. So I shouldn't be able to. I want to look at this little switch thing. Or this switch thing. And I can't because I'm stuck in this train and I can't get out. Ooh. We're picking up some speed now. This could also be, going into some unloaded chunks almost. Could be partially due to the fact that, and we can turn the map on. Could be partially due to the fact that I'm uploading some videos right now. So I'm kind of using a lot of internet bandwidth to do that. Why did we stop where there's no place to get out? I want out. Now we're going backwards. What? Why are we backing up? Let me out. Okay, we're just gonna cheat. Alright. So that was finally the first stop where the doors were open and I could actually get out. So I'm not sure why it was stopping if it wasn't stopping so you could exit. But that's fine, whatever. We want to run back. You know, it might be a little dangerous running on train tracks. So of course, it goes without saying, extreme care should always be exercised around trains. And most cases, you're actually trespassing if you're walking on train tracks. So you should probably just avoid it at all costs. Trains are deadly. I'm talking real world here, of course. Like, a train ain't gonna stop for you. If you're on the train tracks and a train's coming, it ain't stopping. They're probably ain't even gonna try to stop because there's no way they're gonna. So you will die. So essentially what I'm saying is be smart and don't play around train tracks. But for those of us that love trains, but either don't have the space or are too cheap, or whatever other reasons might be why you can't afford an actual model train set, this mod is pretty close to the best option you got. That's probably not entirely the case. There's probably better train simulators out there. But if you already love Minetest, this is amazing. I mean, look at these tracks and all these little yellow doodahs. I'm not 100% sure what these do, and that actually leads perfectly into the next part of this video, which is the wiki. So there is a wiki that explains all of this stuff. We got some little ending things here, bumpers. We've got trains coming. I believe what these yellow things do, from what I read in the wiki, is it somehow stores whether or not there's a train on the track between two positions, and then determines whether or not a train should be able to go through. So actually looking at this information here, yeah, somehow that, I honestly actually have no idea, so I won't even pretend to explain it. But yes, this is quite neat. Obviously, as you can see, they've got the little bumper things, whatever you call these, the ends. We've got more of those little markers on the tracks to detect and register whatever it is they detect and register. And yeah, that's probably enough footage from here to edit into some good stuff of trains driving through. I wonder if actually we could get some good footage of trains driving past. Just record for a little bit here. I can always chop my voice out or chop it up, move it around. Oh, there a train was.